All right, the state of our economy remains choppy, certainly, no question about that. But the questions on your mind, probably what we've all been dealing with, high gas and food prices, and what's affecting the job market now. Jean Marks with the Marks Group is here to look at some important financial news coming out this week that is going to affect all of us. Hi, Jean.
Hey, Shawnette, how are you?
I am well, thank
Good.
you. First of all, let's talk about retail sales, and we're going to back it up a little. In May, analysts said the numbers from April were impressive. What were people buying?
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean what they were buying. It's like when they were buying and how often they were buying. You know, you kind of dig into the numbers. In April, there were 5 shopping weekends, and in May, there were 4 shopping weekends. So April numbers were impressive. They were certainly up. People were going to the mall, but you know, there was a few more days in there that they could shop, and that kind of made retail sales better. Another thing that was going on in April is that was Easter. So because there was a holiday around, people were buying Easter stuff and all of that, that also had a good impact on the retail sales. So that's all very well and good. Unfortunately, may not be just as good.
Yeah, holidays always encouraging for people to spend money, but looking ahead to Tuesday, when those May numbers you just mentioned come out, all predictions indicate that retail sales will be flat or even lower than what was reported before. What's it going to take for people to get spending again? And we're talking about really consistently. Yeah,
look at yourself, Shawnette, right? What's it going to take to get you out to the mall and buying more stuff, right? Same thing with me. You know, we want to feel a little bit more confident in the economy. We want to make sure the economy is going in the right direction. We want to make sure there's a few more dollars in our pockets. We want to make sure our job is still going to be there 6 months from now and that we're not going to be laid off. Right now, there is so much uncertainty that's going on in the economy. Unemployment rate is at 9%, a little bit more than 9%. People are just still really hesitant about spending, and we're seeing that. The other thing, of course, that's impacting that is just the price of gas is starting to hit us in the pocketbooks.
No question.
You know, it stops us from going to the malls as much, and so you know, those things are keeping us back from buying the way you would
if you're staying home, you're not spending.
You got it.
All right, so we're talking about the producer price index now. Are we going to see food and energy prices go up or down? And how will other material costs for businesses affect the job market? You mentioned work, you know, in terms of whether companies are going to hire.
Sure. So first of all, just as a little recap. So you're right that retail sales is coming out this week, and this week also we've got producer price index coming out and consumer price index coming out. So those are like our inflationary numbers, right? The producer price index is what businesses, company like mine and manufacturers are paying for their raw materials, and the consumer price index is what we're all paying for that stuff when it finally hits the stores. So what we're expecting is that those indexes are going to stay still pretty flat, which basically means we're in a non-inflationary economy right now. When I say non-inflationary, the Fed is expecting it to be about 2 to 3% increase during the year. So it's pretty low. I mean, it's certainly not like it was back in the 80s. So both of those indexes are expecting to still, you know, reflect that and be somewhat flat for this past month.
Okay, we're really out of time right now, Jean, but can you give us any insight on the housing market at all?
Really quickly, new home starts are also going to be announcing this week, and building permits are going to be announced this week as well. You know what my insight is? Blah, nothing so hot.
All right, so trouble for people thinking about buying a home or even struggling to hold on to it.
Agreed. And you know, because people are trying to get good prices for their homes, unfortunately, the market is still really soft. So hang in there, guys, and hopefully prices will come up.
All right, Jean Marks with the Marks Company, thank you for coming in tonight.
Thanks, Shawnette.
All right.